Good morning, class. Hope so you're fine. So once we have done the introduction of economics, now it's time for the production. That is the main content of the chapter. Now, production, that is the basis of each and everything. कोई भी economy हो, that has to be depend on production. Production may be of anything, either goods or services. So it is not necessarily that if you are producing any goods, that will be considered as production only. It includes all the things. So in this slide, we are going to discuss about the production as well as factors of production. So let us discuss what is production. Now, I'm not taking any particular definition of the economist, since you know it very well that we are in class 9th only, and this is for CBSE. They have not given the name of any economist, so that's why I'm not referring any name. Now coming to the simple definition of production. So production refers to the creation of goods and services, or you can say creation of utility, for the satisfaction of human wants. I've already told you in the last slide that economics is the relationship between limited resource and unlimited wants. So naturally, for satisfying, or you can say for satisfaction of the wants, you need something, and those things are being produced, and the process came to be known as production. Now it may be goods or services. So we can say that whenever we are producing any goods or services for the satisfaction of human wants, it is known as production. And we are doing it in daily life. Like right now I'm preparing this video, that is also known as production. I am teaching you, and I will be teaching you. That will all the production. Okay, in spite of this, if suppose that I am going for any business or any job other than this, then also I am there in the production activity. So production is not necessarily that okay, you are going to produce only one thing. It is production of all the aspects. Now since production is there, so we are having some factors of production also. Some people used to call it inputs of production, the other used to call it factors of production. So both the things are same. So what are these? All those factors or all those inputs that are helpful in production process are known as factors of production. Actually होता ये है, जब भी हम production करते तो we need many things. Okay, and these things are generally categorized in the factors of production. Now, as per your syllabus, there are only 3 factors of production, but in actual there are 4. In some cases, there are 5 also. So, as per your syllabus, we are moving on like this only. These are land, labor, and capital. I'm just telling you that the 4th one is entrepreneur. Okay, that is there in ICSE, and I think in class 11th you are going to understand about the entrepreneur and all, 11th and 12th. So till that time, just manage the things with the land, labor, and capital. Now the question comes that what is land and what is labor and what is capital, that we need to discuss. Now first of all, जो traditionally आप सोच रहे हैं कि land is only this, you can say zameen, that is not there. Here land has you can say including all those resources that are available on the earth's surface. Maybe कोई अगर pond भी है, कोई lake भी है, that is also considered as a part of land. So we are not going to say that okay, land is only zameen, or say all the metals, all the things that has been provided by the nature at free of cost to us, that is generally considered as land. So moving on to the characteristics of land, it is a free gift of nature. Now don't get surprised when I am saying that it is a free gift of nature, because you know that okay, the prices of land is soaring high. Now why I am saying quoting that this is a free gift of nature, because of one of the reason that when the nature has provided land to us, they have never asked us for any of the amount. ऐसा तो नहीं है ना that if you have purchased a So ऐसा तो नहीं है ना कि आपने लैंड परचेज किया एंड यू हैव पेड एनी अमाउंट टू द गॉड or the nature. You haven't paid any amount to the god or nature. We have made it a sellable item, but it was not in the case. Okay, like water, nature is providing it to us at free of cost, while the companies are adding some minerals or collecting it or processing it by the different ways and selling it to the you. So generally we can say that it is a free gift of nature. Now it depends upon that how anyone is selling what product that may he like or not. The second thing is land is fixed factor of production. I think that is understood to you, that the supply of land is fixed, it never going to increase or decrease. Okay, but what we can do, we can increase or decrease its productivity by putting it to alternative uses. Now for this I'm just quoting an example. Say that if 3 persons are there and those are having 3 acres of land each with them, so it is not necessary that those 3 acres of land are going to give the output the same for each and every person. It may be possible, like suppose A is earning 3,000 from that, while B may earn 4,000 from that, or while it is possible that C may not able to earn from it. So it is basically depends upon that how you are going to utilize it. Okay, now if I'm going to ask you that, okay, I'm providing you that 1 acre of land or say 1 hectare of land, so what you are going to do, so you may have the different ideas. Some may want to open the school, some may want to open hospital, some may want to open you can say mall, some want a very big bungalow. So it depend upon person to person that how they are going to utilize it, and naturally when we are going to utilize it in the different way, it will have the different effect on the our earning. So thus we can say that we can increase or decrease the productivity of land by putting it to alternative uses. So moving on to next part, that is labor. Now labor is the second most important factor of production, and it is also the most abundant factor of production also. Now any person, I'm quoting here that any person, कोई भी person, if he is engaging in production process, if he is engaged himself if he engaged himself in production process, we can say that the person is labor. Now you may take the example, like if you have the CEO of the company, or you can say any board of director, they are also labor. The peon that is working there also is also a labor. Even a driver is also labor. So till date जो आप लोग लेबर की डेफिनेशन लेके चल रहे थे दिमाग में, जस्ट थोड़ा सा उसको साइड में रखिए, because here we can say that all those persons who are engaged in production activities, who are contributing in production activities, are included in labor. So for the time being you can say that, okay, I am a labor also, because right now I am engaged in the production activity. Now the things are different, like it may be physical or mental. Physical labor, that clerk, laborer, masons, okay, generally these are used to work at the low level of management. And talking about mental labor, doctors, lawyers, teachers, so these are the part of the mental labor. Okay, so होता यही है आपका, that we may have the different labor. Some may be working at the top level of management, some may be at medium, or some may be at low level of management. From the CEO of the company to a particular peon, to a particular even labor, that will be included in labor as per economics. Okay, similarly if we take the example of the school, from the principal of the school to a peon to any higher and all, they are also a part of the labor. So we cannot say that, okay, if the principal, he is not a labor, even the managing director is also a labor, because sometimes he is also engaged in the production activities. He is there for the production of the goods, services. So this is what means by labor. Now capital is another important factor of production. and for the time being it is the last factor of production. Now होता क्या है कैपिटल? कैपिटल अभी तक जो आप लोगों ने समझा था, दैट इज ओनली वन थिंग, दैट मनी इन्वेस्टेड इन बिजनेस इज नोन एज कैपिटल. दैट इज द इनकम्प्लीट डेफिनेशन. नाउ बेटा होता ये है दैट एज एंड व्हेन वी आर मूविंग इनटू द हायर क्लासेस, जो डेफिनेशंस you can say changes a lot. Okay, we are going into the more technical terms in that. So यहाँ पे भी थोड़ा सा technical term में गए हैं आपके. Now capital includes all those goods, and these goods are generally man-made goods that are helpful in further production are known as capital. Okay, so कोई भी चीज़, जो कोई भी पर्सन, जो भी आपका जो है कैपिटल में प्रोडक्शन में हेल्प करेगा आगे, उसको हम जो है आपका क्या बोलेंगे, वी यूज्ड टू कॉल इट एज अ कैपिटल. नाउ इट कैन अगेन सबडिवाइड इनटू फिजिकल एंड ह्यूमन कैपिटल. फॉर द टाइम बिंग वी आर नॉट स्टडिंग, वी विल हैव इट इन द सेकंड चैप्टर. नाउ फिजिकल कैपिटल दैट वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी. फिजिकल कैपिटल जनरली इंक्लूड्स ऑल द, यू कैन से, मशीन मेड गुड्स और मैन मेड गुड्स. Now it is again subdivided into two parts, that is in fixed and working. Sorry. Now fixed capital जो होता है वो क्या होता है आपका, that capital that can be used for a longer period of time, and this time period is more than 1 year. Okay. So कोई भी ऐसी चीज जिसको हम प्रोडक्शन में यूज कर सकते हैं for a longer period of time, or you can say more than 1 year, we used to categorize it as the fixed capital. So machine building, you may take the example, like if any person is opening a business, if he's build up a building, any factory, that building, machines, tools, equipments, they are not changing it every year. Once they have prepared it, that will be changes only after when it is a need. Okay, so these are the fixed capital. Another part is the working capital. Now working capital are the goods that can be used in the production process within a short period of time, and this time period is less than 1 year. So cash in hand, cash at bank, raw material, these are the examples that can be used as the example of working capital. Now there is some technical point here. अगर हम technically बात करते हैं तो working capital जो होता है वो आपका जो है कैश इन हैंड को तब कैश एट बैंक को तब जो है साथ में लेके चलेगा व्हेन इट इज देयर फॉर अ longer period of, so when it is not there for a longer period of time. Say that if you have done any FD means fixed deposit, for the time period which is more than 1 year, we may not include it in the working capital. But right now it's not a part of your syllabus. In your syllabus they have given you just definition of fixed and working capital, so you are going with that. Remember to learn it because it is an important part. Your teacher may ask you. So with all these types of the production as well as factors of production, I am stopping here. Hope so you are in good health. Thank you and take care of you. Goodbye.